In this guide I'll show you how to defeat Forgefiend, a nasty boss on Drifting Voidship. There are many problems with this fight, and the most important one is that this bastard retaliates every time he is attacked. To counter that to some extent, have only tank in your party go to the tech priest that is on the wall to start the fight. You gotta be prepared to only have tank in front of the boss and everyone else at the entrance of the room. That is gonna help tremendously at the start of the fight. Problem is that Forgefiend, if it gets a good roll for the turn order and acts first, it might immediately kill your tank. By the way, I'm talking about hard difficulty. Sometimes you just have to get lucky. At the beginning of the fight, do not attack the boss at all. Forget about him. Just have Abelard or any sort of tank next to him that can survive a lot of damage. And then focus on Vox skulls first and then servitors. With your tank, use Endure, Sworn Enemy, anything that could increase the survivability. All survivability buffs need to be on your tank in this fight. Now there might be a problem with bugs as well. Boss supposedly should not retaliate for every first attack, because first attack should make it enraged and then every other attack in the turn should make it retaliate. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, because Forgefiend retaliates for every strike, even the first one. However, sometimes damage that he does not register at all. It's kinda that weird situation that fight is buggy, but sometimes it's a good thing that it's buggy, because damage that he should not be doing anyway is not registering. After trash has been cleared, it's time to focus on the boss, but do it like this. Only attack the boss once or twice per round. Great help in this fight are Henrix and Pasquale. I'm gonna explain why now. Henrix has Voice of the Emperor and Shield of the Emperor upgrade that reduces damage taken. So buff the tank with Voice of the Emperor and then use Shield of the Emperor. I was not attacking with Henrix at all, but you can use his Siphon Staff to drain life from the boss and the boss won't retaliate that way. Pasquale is very useful because of Analyze Enemy plus Exploit Weakness. That is gonna reduce boss's armor, which is exactly what we need to do in order to maximize damage output. Point is to attack boss least amount of times in order to kill him as fast as possible.
High momentum.
Will be done.
Here's the recap of what I did each turn. Analyze Enemy and Exploit Weakness. I use Exploit Weakness either every turn or every other turn. Both options are fine. By using Analyze Enemy 2 times and then using Exploit Weakness, boss's armor is gonna go down to 0. With Pasquale I also use Machine Spirit Banishment, which reduces damage that boss is going to do to Pasquale in case he retaliates and shoots Pasquale randomly. Pasquale needs to survive this fight, or at least some other operative that can do Analyze Enemy plus Exploit Weakness. Machine Spirit Communion is also a nice debuff to the boss. Then with Henrix I use Voice of the Emperor and Shield of the Emperor. Main thing is to buff the tank with it, and whoever else you are able to catch. These steps I have repeated every single turn after killing Trash Mob, and only attacked boss couple of times per round. One more thing, boss does not retaliate when hit with grenades, so that's another thing you can use against him. To recap, don't attack boss with everyone, just use your highest damage dealers. In my case those were Argenta and Abelard, with rest, buffing, healing and all that other crap that needs to be done in order for you to survive this fight. Make sure to have Analyze Enemy plus Exploit Weakness. Always use Sworn Enemy to buff your armor against the boss with the tank that is standing in front of him. Make sure to start the fight only with one person that can tank, with the rest of them being at the entrance of the room, and focus killing trash mobs first. With all these steps you should be able to bring the boss down. It might need couple of tries due to the start of the fight, where if enemy acts first, meaning if boss acts first, it can kill easily your tank with one shot on hard difficulty. Keep at it and you're gonna do it. Anyway, that's all, hope this guide helps.